The original name for Sasquatch is Sasq'ets. And so Sasq'ets is an ancient relative of our people and has abilities and gifts beyond the human experience. And so when I think about what those gifts might be, I imagine that Sasquatch can go between dimensions. And if outer space, the galaxy, was a dimension, how would Sasquatch get there? I created this literal expression in order to meet us down here on the ground. And so the ribbon of color that travels through the front of the image is my take on what the Milky Way would look like if it was woven like a Salish blanket. I'm Halqemeylem Victor, and my Stalo ancestral name is Halqemeylem. I'm from Chiam and Rosedale, and I'm an artist.
I think that a lot of artists have the experience of wanting to do something and then they just go and do it. But with an outdoor project, I just had this vision of like painting it and then it rains and all the paint comes off or something. So I really wanted some guidance along that line. So this was a perfect opportunity to get to do something so incredible.
Murals have been something that I've been wanting to try for a little bit, but it's an area that's hard for emerging artists to get into because you have to find someone who's trusting you with a big wall. And it's been great to be part of this program where you kind of learn a lot of new things, but also, using your own discretion sometimes. So it's a good combination of different skills.
Every single day when you're painting a mural, you come up against contingencies and obstacles and challenges, and the mental game of painting a mural is just to adapt. And we're doing, I think, a fantastic job of adapting together. And so everybody coming together, working together really well, is going to reflect in our final product. City Scene is the initiative that the Reach has, and it's my understanding that we're kind of balancing interests, right? We've got the business association, and we've got the building owner and the business owner, the artist, and the people at the Reach. So rather than telling one client's story, we're collecting interests and reflecting that. And so this piece, as much as it reflects my worldview, it reflects also what I wish for the audience to receive.
I've never really thought about doing murals in the past, but I think just like the larger and larger canvases that I paint on, the more excited I am to go bigger with that. It was cool to see a bit of the design process, to see Halqemeylem interpretation of her design and just the way that she took into consideration the owner's request for like a space theme and the way the wall was and the dimensions and everything.
Returning to mural making, art making post-pandemic, and really just like reconnecting with each other, finding our community, especially for me being recently moving into Abbotsford, finding my artistic community here, connecting with other artists locally, and how are they doing things out here, where are they printing, who's doing their prints, like that sort of thing. What are the opportunities out here? It's a worthwhile program, and I do recommend people to be applying for it, especially as you're graduating from your degree, or even if you didn't go to school, it's tremendously worthwhile.
I was definitely raised with communal connection and value. Naturally, one person can't do it all. I feel that if we have a gift, that there is a responsibility that comes with the gift to meet the request to carry some of what is intended to be carried forward. And that's part of what I do, is tell the stories, speak to the connections between the people and the landscape, highlight historical moments. But in the case of this mural, we're looking a little bit more at worldview and having a bit more imagination. I would like for people to come down and see this mural for themselves. And if it sparks a question in them, just to hold that question inside themselves. And really, like, that sense of wonder is important. We don't always need answers to our questions, but sparking the idea of a possibility, that's really part of what this piece is about. Asking questions, not always having answers.